Hi, my name's Aaron Ross, and I am one of the owners of Link Cycling. Most people have very little concept of how the hip interacts with the saddle and how you can really be stable on there, whether it's road, gravel, mountain, dry. There are slightly different approaches for that, but the general concept across cycling is getting that groundwork for the hip being stable on the saddle. It's not just sitting on a saddle like you do on a chair. It starts with how the body is interacting with that equipment and the geometry of the bike. Simply moving equipment around on a bike without taking into account these other factors will really not make the position work and or sustainable or optimized.
I think everyone should do it because getting the bike set up for your size and the way that you ride and how your feet and everything hit the pedals and everything like that, it really does change the way the bike feels, and you're more likely to ride the bike.
I think bike fittings are the best money you can spend on any bike that you want to ride more and consistently and for whatever your goals are. A lot of people spend money on upgrades like new wheels or new tires, or they're going to want to upgrade to electronic shifting or things like that. But to me, the money that you spend on a bike fit is just invaluable and just totally above and beyond what you would get out of new components on a bike. It just makes that riding experience so much more enjoyable, so much safer for your body, and just way more fun to be out there and ride with people.
I can tell you from my own personal experience, the first time I had my bike fit, I just was astounded at how substantially different I was able to perform. But also there's this feeling of riding a bike, and then there's this feeling of being on your bike. Riding a bike feels like you can fall, you're not stable, you can't go around that corner, you don't feel good going downhill, you aren't confident in braking. If anybody listening has any of those little check boxes, your bike doesn't fit you. Because when you have a bike that fits you, it moves with you. All these different things, no matter what type of bike you have, your bike is responding to you instead of fighting with you. And that's what I think you can't explain that to somebody until they go in and get their bike fit. So when that happens, you see a shift in confidence. But I don't know if people completely comprehend that shift in confidence comes from the fact that you're not fighting your bike anymore.
The whole point of it is it's not trying to sell equipment or bikes. The end result is we want to have that athlete or rider have the best experience that they can riding a bike, and this is the process to help achieve that.